Good day, fellow crafters. Welcome back to the Forget Me Not YouTube channel. I'm Tamara, the card creator, and today we're crafting this super cute winter-themed card using some new dies from Pixi Dust Designs November 2024 release. So grab your supplies and let's dive into this delightful card-making adventure. Today we are using Cozy Winter. This is the perfect winter die set from Pixi Dust Designs. And today, I'm just going to use those adorable mittens, as well as the sentiment, "Let it snow." I start with my background, and I want it to be a little bit of shiny and a little bit of shimmery. So the perfect thing to do that is use some micas. Now, when you go to use your mica sprays, make sure you shake side to side, not up and down. If you do it up and down, it will clog the nozzle. So side to side and you'll get perfect coverage every time. I personally do not like the powder or shininess coming off of my hands, so I always use a fixative. It does take just a moment to do. Make sure you're in a well-ventilated area and have at it. Now for a little bit of texture, I run it through this beautiful snowflake embossing folder. It gives it that winter vibe that we are all looking for this winter. I have pre-cut these adorable mittens made out of different colored cardstocks, just to kind of have a little bit of variance in my mittens. It takes me just a moment to decide how I'm going to decorate these. So, as you can see, we have trees, we have little zigzags, we have stripes. The world is your oyster with these little adorable mittens. I start with the tops of my mittens just to see how far my little Christmas trees are going to be adhered. It takes just a moment to do this. Slap on some liquid glue and you're ready to rumble. I do that for all of my mittens, and it turned out I made a surplus of mittens, but no problem there. I will have enough for another card. As you can see, I'm putting on the last finishing touches here, and my mittens are complete. There's a couple little zigzags that I just need to tune up a little bit, just so there's no overhang. So I just simply turn my little mitten over, cut the excess off. Voila, good to go. Here, I just kind of place my mittens where I think they're going to look perfect. You want to have your design going off the paper. That way it creates this beautiful pattern look. And of course, you want your mittens going in different directions. So I'm kind of placing how many I think I'm going to need. I do have some extra mittens to the upper right, just in case I need it. So I've adhered my mittens, just trying to see if it looks good just straight, or if I need to cut it down some more and use either white or black as my border. The white looks good, but it kind of gets a little lost with some of the cuffs of the mittens. So, I wonder what the black's gonna look like. Let's check it out. Yep, black it is. So I adhered the black cardstock to my base. It takes just a moment to do. And then I adhere my creation already cut down to the black cardstock. How I do this is I always center 3 out of the 4 sides because I know I can always cut the 4th side if need be. And that is what I did in this case, and I will cut the bottom panel prior to finishing my card. So as you can see, 3 out of the 4 line up beautifully. I put a heavy block on top just because there's a lot of texture and dimension there between the embossing folder and those mittens. Now, on for my sentiment. Do I want to put them directly onto my card? No, I kind of felt like it got a little lost there. But a white background would be perfect. So I have this adorable stitched circle die, and I want to make sure it's all going to fit in there before I cut it out. Finagle it just a hair. Yep, It works. So onto the white cardstock, and I cut out that little stitched circle for just that perfect little touch. I always fit my pieces before adhering them just to make sure that I'm kind of getting in my mind's eye the way I want it to look. And if I need a measure, here is where I would measure. Since this is a circle, you just kind of stick it all in the center and it's all gonna look great. No measuring needed. I start with the center, then work my way out. So let it snow indeed. I hope you are enjoying your winter so far and that the snow is not getting you down. I always like to add a little bit of bling, and as you can see, my little picker tool there, a lot of people ask me about my picker tool, and I've actually had this for many years. And I simply use a poster tack that I got at the local Dollar Tree to adhere this. And this works like a champ. So anytime it kind of gets dirty or mucky, just change it out. I'm still on the same package of poster tape that I've had for many years. So it's a pretty good investment if you decide to go this route. Now, I do want my sentiment to pop up just a hair, so I have some foam tape and I just place that very generously on the back. I always add a little bit of liquid glue to my foam tape, and the reason I do this is because sometimes when you place something, it doesn't quite look the way that you had envisioned. When you have the liquid glue down, it does allow you a few seconds to kind of move things around should you need to. And I found several times that I definitely needed to do that. If this video inspired you, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe for more creative tips, design inspiration, and fun projects. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you'll always be the first to know when new content drops. Thanks so much for crafting with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.